If anyone receives this message, my name is Dr. Steve Tepic. Last thing I remember, I was sitting in my lab finishing up my work on this video drone. We were going to send it down to Tovlin to take a closer look at the people there. Then suddenly, I was just standing here in this field. I have no idea what happened. A man appeared, some sort of wandering trader, and, well, he spoke a little bit of English. I cannot explain that, but it was very, very interesting. I tried explaining who I am and where I came from, and he didn't really react much until I mentioned the black goat. And when I did, even he could not hide his reaction on his face. Clearly he was shocked. Then he said a name that I could not believe I heard come out of his lips. I was amazed. How could this even be possible? I'm on a different planet in a different part of the universe, and yet somehow this man has heard of Captain James Doan. He couldn't or wouldn't tell me how or why he knew that, but he nodded and, well, he wandered off. There's something more to this place. I need to do some investigation. Oh, we are back in the hardcore survival world. 200 days coming up in just a few seconds. We accomplished a lot in the first 100 days, and I have a lot more goals I want to get to this time. So, first thing right away, let's talk about goals very quickly, and then we're going to get into the episode. I want to do one field. I really plan on doing one farming field per episode, so if this goes 100 episodes, I'll have 100 huge farming fields. That will be really cool. Secondly, I want an ender, which means we gotta go to the end and we gotta fight the dragon, but I want a good way to enchant all my stuff, and experience is going to be very, very helpful. And then after that, I want to get a beacon, which means I need to get wither skulls, which means I need to go hunting in a fortress. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and if I want a beacon, yeah, I'm gonna need probably an iron farm. Yeah, we got a lot to do. Let's go. I spent the last few days building a nether bridge and tunnel over to a warp forest because I need to slay some endermen. And well, there's a lot of them there. On the way there, I actually saw a couple in a soul sand valley and took them out, and yeah, call me a wuss or whatever, but I'm doing it with a, well, a cobblestone helmet. Yeah, let's just go with that. But hey, that's one pearl. Cool. And then finally I made it over to the warp forest, and yeah, you can't see anything. It is very, very, very dense here. So I'm going to have to clear out a lot of space. And, well, to do that, I'm going to need some storage because I am chock full of junk. So, well, hey, there's wood in the nether, so that's helpful. But surely I did not clear for long before I realized that I need a hoe and I need a diamond hoe, and I need it bad. Pretty lucky, though, really, all things considered. I got an efficiency 4 diamond hoe. I would have loved unbreaking 3 on it, but hey, you know what? Speed right now, really, that's what counts. And yes, it is a fast hoe. It's pretty great, actually. So, you know, it's a double whammy here. I'm getting a lot of the warp blocks, which could be good for building down the road maybe someday, but also I'm clearing a lot of space for kind of a temporary enderman farm. Now, look, the reality is once I go to the end, I beat the dragon, I make an ender, I will never need to come here for pearls again, but at least for right now, it should be good. I need to have at least 12, and that's just to fill out a portal, let alone all the ender pearls that I need to actually get there and find it. So yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit, but yeah, well, let's take out one enderman at a time, and yeah, here we go again. By day 105, I had made quite a system of killing these endermen, harvesting the warped blocks, and also I'm getting close for sure. After I got a bunch of pearls, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm already in the nether. Let's just do it now. So I went straight to another fortress that I saw on my way here. I need blaze powder to make the eyes of Ender. So, oh boy, it's scary, but I actually managed to get through it okay. Finding blazes can be scary for sure. I'm not exactly in fully enchanted gear here, but I actually managed to get some blaze powder pretty quickly and move along. Yeah, things are going really, really well. I don't want to jinx it here, but yeah, it's really going great. I made back home with enough pearls, enough blaze power. I am ready to go. But the one thing that I really need is I need a good enchanted bow. I got so lucky. I got infinity on my first enchant, which is great because I'm under level 30 and I can't do a second one. I got to my portal and I inserted my ender pearls. I am very lucky because I had exactly 12 left and there were none pre-inserted into it. But hey, you know what? Let's go fight the dragon, shall we? The whole time I was fighting that dragon, all I was thinking is, why don't I have a jack-o'-lantern on my head or a carved pumpkin on my head? Because it was really, really difficult to not look at Enderman, but somehow I managed to do it. And I want to get working on the Ender, but let's face it, I'm not going to be doing that without a carved pumpkin on my head. So, unfortunately, yeah, this is the view. The next thing I gotta do is I got to collect some ender pearls because I need to get an endermite, and yeah, sometimes that could possibly take a very long time, so I just did a little roof and went to work. Hey, this is great. And finally, I named it Mighty Might. And in my patented little system of having a train cart that goes back and forth, I caught it. Luckily, I caught it really fast this time, so everything worked out great. So, okay, so now the next thing is they're going to see it through the cart, but I need to get that cart right in the center, and then eventually they will start coming right over to me. But it occurred to me while I was working on this that I have not built a roof over this, so if they wanted to, I think they could probably just teleport over here and kill Mighty Might. So, yeah, I need to get a roof and get some sort of structure going around this guy to keep him safe. Also, he's incredibly hard to push from the side because he attacks you, so it's really difficult. There are a couple villagers living in my little town here, and I want to make sure that I protect them. So the first thing I need to do is go find some sheep to shear to get some wool. And I traveled a very, very long way to go find some wool. And yeah, I'm an idiot, it turns out. I got the 9 wool I need for 3 beds, and as I was running back, I realized that I actually have sheep in my town. Just all penned up, just waiting for me to shear them. So, yeah. It's time to get back to work on the Nether, though. I did find a desert, and it's a decent chunk away. It's about 2,000, maybe almost 3,000 blocks away. So I decided to take the coordinates and make a Nether path to get there. I'm going to want a lot of sand over the time that I live on this planet. And so to get that, it would be really nice to have a very fast path to get there. So yeah, build another Nether path. The Nether tunnel system is actually starting to kind of be nice. It's actually kind of being nice. I'd like to add some ice and things, but I'll get to that down the road. I returned home having accomplished so much in just about the first 20 days. I got beds, I got glass, I have the means to protect my newfound friends here in this village. And when I returned home, I found them all gone. Dead, I assume, but gone regardless. I was quite alone. These folks lived for years here without any help. I get here and just a few months later, they're gone. I can only blame myself. I've spent so much of the last month away, in the Nether, in the end, not here, not helping, and now look, I'm alone again. The thing is, there's another village nearby, and I needed to know if they were okay. Maybe they could communicate with me enough to tell me what happened. When I came over the crest of the hill, I was so happy. I saw them semi-trapped in a water flow, which I could help take care of, and an iron golem there probably kept them alive by protecting them. I built a little mini wall around those villagers that should keep them alive until they can come and live a little bit closer to me. But in the meantime, I spent a ton of my dragon levels on enchants, and I finally got the one that I really have been waiting for, Silk Touch on a pickaxe. So I decided I wanted to expand my farm down another level. That's right, doing more farming work, and also gather a whole bunch of smooth stone, which is going to be really great to help build in a little while. But now that I have an Ender, and now that I have access to a Nether fortress, one of the things I really need a name tag. Now I know where a stronghold is, so I went there to look first and had absolutely no luck. You know what, check that. I shouldn't say no luck. I had no luck finding what I was here for, but I did find moss and an azalea sapling, and that's really cool. This moss can be used for a lot of super cool things, and I've not had access to any of that yet, so I'm really psyched about that. And hey, I was looking for name tags, but I'll take some moss. Surely I will. And while my streak of not finding name tags, but finding other cool stuff is active, hey, look, I found one of those cool flowering plants, and even cooler, I found a geode. Unfortunately, by the time I actually found the geode, I was completely out of torches, so it got very, very dark, but I grabbed a couple crystals so I can make a looking glass and hightailed it on out of there. I'm going to need to find a name tag somewhere else. I had a new idea to find a name tag. Possibly there are some underwater. How? I don't know. They just are underwater. So I tried fishing for a while and, well, not so much luck. Got some fish though. Oh man, fishing is really boring. Now I remember why I don't generally do that in life. So I decided to go exploring. It was raining. I was in this big river and thought, hey, what the heck? Let's go check it out. And I love this world. I love it. It is beautiful. Oh man, if I'm here for the rest of my life, there are a lot of worse places I can think of to be stranded. This is great. I was exploring and I found a giant spruce forest, which is actually really lucky because I've been building out of spruce, and right now it's a bit of a pain to harvest because I have to wait for it to grow. But check this out. This forest is awesome. Awesome. I kind of have a little bit of regret of not living here, but then again, I do have the mountain view back at my village, so that's cool. I mean, it's just stunning. I was out exploring and I found this structure sort of near the river. I thought, hey, I bet they have a name tag in one of their chests. I should go loot it. And yeah, I was attacked from every angle. I somehow did not notice that I got the bad omen effect, and I went on to loot the rest of the pillager tower. Finding no name tag again, disappointed, I went on my way. Yeah, oops. While continuing to search for a name tag, I found a mesa, and hey, you know what I thought? I bet there's some mine shafts in a mesa, and I bet those mine shafts have some carts. So I did some exploring and some searching, and came up absolutely empty. Again. I was kind of driven out of these mesa mines whenever I came up upon a double spider spawner with these little poisonous spiders, and yeah, I'm done with those. I'm done with those right now. Break the spawner and run away. That's my motto. I was checking on nearby village looking for name tags, and pillagers attacked. After losing my villagers, I would not abandon these people. I could have run away, but I wouldn't. I will defend this village from these pillagers if it's the last thing that I do. There were some scary moments in that raid, but I came out victorious, and I got 3 totems of undying. That is absolutely massive, because the fact that I haven't made some sort of mistake with falling or lava or something stupid is really unbelievable so far, so this is going to, well, keep me alive longer. While I was out mining with my new Silk Touch and my new Fortune Pickaxe, I came across a spider spawner, which is kind of cool, I guess. I don't really care about a spider spawner, to be totally honest, but, you know, I have a source of experience right now, so honestly it doesn't really matter. Still, kind of cool. That same cave led to a little mine shaft, and my goodness, look at what I found. Boom, a name tag. And actually, even luckier, and this will prove to be extremely lucky, in the other chest, another name tag. Hallelujah! Hallelujah. I got hopelessly lost in the mines and just had to end up digging my way straight up, which took a really long time because I was under a mountain. I found another pillager with the flag, and no thanks, lesson learned on that one, and I finally found my way home. Oh man, day 133, and I am home with a name tag, and I am ready to finally begin my true work with these villagers. I spent a few days farming, adding a potato field, and I gotta tell you, I just have felt so alone. I've been completely isolated. Even though the villagers who are dead, who used to live in my village, we didn't speak the same language, but at least they were there. They were other human beings near me. So I went to the savannah again. I wanted to talk to these guys and try to communicate what my plans were and how we could help each other. After quite a lengthy back and forth with lots of pictures drawn, the 3 villagers from the Savannah village agreed to help me. So I put them in a boat and I started rowing them over to where I have the iron farm planned. I think this design is going to work great. The only thing I need from them is to stand in a certain area and allow iron golems to come. All 3 agreed, and it is quite a journey. Even though it's not very far, I'm pushing a boat over grass, so that's not super ideal, but it works. Just when I thought we were understanding each other perfectly, I built this little sort of dirt staircase to get up to their new home, and they turned the other way and ran away. Even though it's nighttime and there are zombies and monsters everywhere, he just ran away. He ran away. So yeah, so I had to go get a boat. All this happening at nighttime, defend them from zombies, defend myself from skeletons and creepers. This was a heck of a hectic night, but eventually, finally, we did it. I actually ended up just sleeping right out in the middle of the field just to stop all the zombie spawns. I got 2 in and taking the 3rd one to their home. These guys aren't going to live here forever, just for long enough for me to get enough iron for a beacon. That's the goal. Oh, so good. They're safe. They're completely in there. They're safe. Now, I didn't tell them everything about it because there's one more little small detail that I need to add. And yeah, I need to add a zombie right beside them. I need to name tag my zombie, and I decided to name him Bob. Seems like an appropriate name for a zombie, I guess. And I went out and, well, waited for nighttime and then looked for a zombie. It actually didn't take long at all. Now, I only have 2 name tags, so I want to wait until I get this guy completely in place before I use it on him because, well, you know, I don't want to waste it just in case he dies or goes to the wrong place or whatever. So here's the thing. I got him. I'm going to follow me, kind of. It's so awkward. It's so incredibly awkward. But then somehow, well, yeah, you see. It took forever. It took so much damage, but finally, eventually, I allowed him to fall into his little hole. Now, he's fell into water, which is 1 block over soul sand, so he should just be in this constant state of sort of bouncing up and down, and once I name tag him, he should never despawn. Unfortunately for my poor villager friends, they're going to be kept in a state of always scared, but that's going to be good because that should bring iron golems all over the place, which is the next part of this build. I continued to work up. I don't believe that it will officially start until I kill the couple iron golems that already spawned. But as you can see right here, I have a nice little area of water that should push this iron golem right into the lava, catching him on fire, putting his iron ingots right down into that hopper. Oh yeah, it's gonna work perfectly. And then on day 140, my old friend returned. He knew somehow that my villagers were dead, and he knew I was working with the Savannah villagers to build an iron farm together. But he also knew some other things. He brought news that the Wandering Trader Guild had approved setting up shop here in my little village. I could hardly believe it. I was living completely by myself, and they were going to come and set up a merchant house. The only thing they needed from me is to build the house. He said once it was done, they would be there. I told my wandering trader friend about these pillagers, and he seemed very concerned. He said something along the lines of they shouldn't be this far. And that's concerning. Where are they coming from? Something fun happened. I have no idea how, but my zombie disappeared. Despawn? I don't know. So I had to use my other name tag for Bob 2. I was having issues. I wasn't getting any iron golems to spawn, even though I did originally. But after I sort of quote unquote finished the farm, even though it didn't look very nice, yeah, no iron golems. So, I don't know. And I got the zombie in place. Everything seems good. The villagers have beds, but yeah, no iron golems. And then freaking disaster struck. I was messing around with the trapdoors, trying to get the villagers to see the zombie, and yeah, they escaped. So they got the whole way down here, and you know, getting these villagers to go uphill is really a chore. So I tried to do like break their workstations that they just sort of acquired and then move them, but then they ran away and they went over to my base. This was a total nightmare. I eventually finally did get them back in their place, but I don't even want to talk about how long it took. Finally, it was day 146, and I took a look around what I've accomplished. My potato farm is coming along. Still need some detailing there, but it looks good. I have a working iron farm, which is absolutely amazing. I have a ender, and I have nether paths that span all over the place. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. After that, I didn't just complete one field, but two, and that's pretty good. I have a potato field that's all closed in, and now finally I have a proper sheep pasture. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. The thing is, though, I've developed these awesome, like, sort of tiered fields that go up the side of the mountain, but there's no way to actually access the sides of the field. So I need to kind of work out a road that's going to go up the mountain, but gradually, so I can bring carts and whatever else up that I need to harvest the food. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here. I guess first thing I do is kind of flatten the lower points out. And yeah, there's a lot of work coming here. And after about 2 days of working, I finally have an access road all set up. Now, I still need to do one over on the other side of the wheat. I can't put more than two of these together, or there will be no way to actually get to the fields to bring my harvest back home. And that's pretty important. These are actually to feed me in the winter and all that. But this is a good start. I feel really good. I think it looks really cool. And now we're setting up to do another field on the other side of this road or two. And yeah, all right then. All right, we got a lot of food here. That's great. I keep thinking about what the Wandering Trader said about if I build a trading hall, they'll set up an encampment here, and that's a really good thing for me and for bringing in maybe some people who are going to live with me. That'd be really nice. And to do that, I need actually stone. I need quite a bit of it. I want to build a very large trading hall that's going to be upgradable for future expansions. So yeah, I need a lot of stone, and if I'm going to do stone, I want to at least make my farms look nice at the same time. So yeah, double whammy here. The farm's starting to look really cool. I picked up my enchanting setup and took it to the end. I don't know why I didn't really do this earlier, but I have a bunch of tools that are kind of okay, and I really want to go full in. If I'm going to go to the Nether Fortress and really look for Wither Skulls, I absolutely must have looting on my sword, as well as also I'd like to have an efficiency for pickaxe and all that kind of stuff. So I just spent a good deal of time enchanting and unenchanting and enchanting and unenchanting all of my gear. Not actually my armor, but at least my tools to get some decent stuff. It's a good start for sure. And finally, it's time to buckle down and do some work. So I used my bow in my offhand and my looting sword in my main hand, and I started searching this Nether Fortress for a very long time for Wither Skulls. It took forever, but I eventually finally got all 3, and I'm ready to actually summon a Wither. Cool. I'm going to need 25 obsidian to do sort of a platform under the end gateway to summon the Wither. I think you have to use obsidian. I'm not totally sure, but look, in the end, there's infinite obsidian, so I'm good. And just like that, the Wither is summoned and the Wither will suffocate. While I'm so uninterested in the actual fight, while the Wither's dying, I'm just sort of carving out a place to get down there. Hey, I'm going to make the end look nice at some point, but not today. And I returned from the end only to find raiders in my village. Yeah, there is something going on here. I saw none for the first 100 days I lived here, and now several times. They must be aware of me, and well, they must not like me very much. And after so much grind, I finally have a full beacon. Holy cow. I feel like this is taking a very long time, but I'm here on day 180 with a working beacon back in my base. That is awesome. I had some real thoughts over the last couple days about, well, I'm living here alone outside of my 3 villager friends from the Savannah village, so these houses don't really serve a purpose. I do plan on building a lot more houses. If I can get a wandering trader encampment, maybe I can get more people who want to live here with me. But for right now, these houses are just kind of in my way. So they got to go. This house, the church, the other house, this little courtyard area. Yeah, it's got to go. I need to do some real thinking about how I'm going to lay out this town, and one of them is I got to move my nether portal. Not very far. I want to have a nether portal in the trading hall. I think that would be a really great place to come. Also, it might help my new wandering trader friends in their relocation efforts. So yeah, so that's the plan. I want to put that right in the dead center, and the other thing I think is I want to have a straight shot, straight road right out of my storage hall into the trading hall. Should be a good combination. But this land has got to get flattened out. Again, this trading hall is going to be big. I want to have some nicely manicured land around it too. So yeah, it's time to go get that beacon they just put down and bring it over here for sure. This is the basic size I want to go with. Now my idea is I want to get 10 villagers on either side, maybe a second floor down the road, but for right now, 10 on each. That's 20 potential traders. That would be a really, really good start. Nice big door here, portal in the back. Yes. We are moving towards day 200 here, but I need sticky pistons, and to do that, I need slime. So, not too far from the desert that I found, there is actually a swamp. So, I headed there at night, and of course, it's turned into a rainy night, and I just searched for slimes. It took forever and ever and ever, but eventually, I actually found about 64 slime balls. It's a really good start, and honestly, for the amount of technical stuff that I do, that should keep me for, well, ever. Cool. One really cool thing happened while I was out on my slime hunting adventure. I found a treasure map, and it wasn't far at all to find a buried treasure. And look at what I found. Oh yeah, you see it right there? A heart of the sea. I don't need that anytime soon, but eventually that is going to be awesome. I took my newly acquired slime balls, made the sticky pistons, took my quartz, made some redstone contraptions, and I should be basically good to go. I just need villagers, but I'm out of time for this video. Well, it has been 200 days that I have lived here in this planet, and I am very, very happy with my progress. I've made some friends, some wandering trader friends. I brought a few villagers over from the neighboring Savannah village. I have a giant storage hall, a working iron farm, and ender. Yeah, things are good. Next 100 days, I plan on working on more villagers and getting this trading hall set up. That will be really nice. I also want to start building some houses and, well, a lot more. But for right now, I need to send out this video so your Star Command can pick up my location and send help. But if not, I'm okay with where I'm at right now. I like this planet. I like this lifestyle. Yeah, things are good here. And just like that, my friends, we are through 200 days in this hardcore survival world. I plan on being here for a very, very long time. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little different because I'm not doing the cutscenes and things like that, but the story is building. There's a lot more story there. We have to figure out who the pillagers are, where they're coming from, and what the wandering traders know about our captain, Captain Doan. Yeah, it's all going to get there, but like I say, I'm planning this for the long haul, so I hope you're enjoying it. If you haven't yet, please stop over and check out my series, Deceit SMP. It is so incredibly fun, and I'm playing with some of my very favorite YouTubers on the planet Earth. It's really great, and it's not just a regular series, it's not just a regular SMP, it's a whole game of social deduction and figuring out who's the killer and the traitor and all that stuff. It's really, really, really fun. My editing, I think, is the best I've ever done there, so I'd really appreciate it if you would stop by and check it out. It comes out every Friday. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. As always, very special thank you to my patrons and my YouTube members. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support that you have shown me. I just can't even believe how long some of you have been with me. And for all the new folks, don't worry, I'm working out some patron rewards for this very hardcore world that we should be able to get into in a couple more 100 days. But yeah, it's all coming to you, okay? Watch for the Patreon post and members tab stuff. I'll show you all the future plans that we have coming here. That's going to do it for me today. I will see you all next episode from right here, Hardcore Survival World. And we need a name, so if anyone has a great name for this, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll pick one of your names for this world, okay? All right. Love y'all. Thanks, and have a good night.